Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Skyrim. So, here we are once again, another fresh new day. 9:40 AM, 6th of Evening Star, 4th Era 201. Once again, as per is our ritual nowadays, we returned last night from some adventuring, and this morning sold some of our wares to lighten our load and earn some coin from loot that we had plundered from the various regions and locations, and we are now once again ready to set on out to well, to new places to explore, to delve into. So there's a couple more places that I want to explore before we continue in the main quest line, and one of those Elwynn overheard in the inn.
Someone stole your sweet.
No, I couldn't care less about sweet rolls. Someone stole my spiced wine. I might be a little bit peed off, but no, they can have my sweet roll. Who are these guys?
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Wait just 1 second. Madran. Madran. Who wanted the moon amulet? Was it Madran? Remember I got an amulet? Oh no, it's Carjo. Yeah. Bugger. Who are you?
Fortune smiles upon this meeting. I welcome you, friend. Take a look.
Where's your tent and your campfire and the rest of your buddies? They disbanded? They abandoned you? I don't really care. Just making conversation. Yes, so we'll sell a few extra bits here that we couldn't sell in the city. Lovely. Right, that seems to do the trick. Thank you. That's a nice little handy bit of luck. The trader being outside. So the last couple of things I couldn't sell inside. So yes, what was I saying? I was saying, yes, Elwynn overheard in the inn one evening, a few days ago now, about a particular possible interesting location. Some ruins. Located on my map at coordinates here. And, well, you just had to go and check it out. So, here we're now heading that way to this location to check out what those ruins are about. And that's going to be today's session pretty much. So I imagine getting there and delving in is going to take most of the day, if not all of the day. So, as per is now customary, as we meander our way towards our destination, we shall once again listen to another retelling of the Wolf Queen, as read by Elwynn last night, book number 6. As the Wolf Queen's plans begin to come into fruition, her scheming ways, her plotting, this time against her own, is it niece? Yes, her niece, who is now the Empress, the young Empress Kintyre. So, sit back,
What do you need?
pin back your little luggles, and enjoy The Wolf Queen, Volume 6.
The Wolf Queen, Book 6, by Waugin Jarth. From the pen of Inzolicus, 2nd century sage. 3rd Era 120. The 15-year-old Empress Kintyre Septim II, daughter of Antiochus, was coronated on the 3rd day of First Seed. Her uncles Magnus, king of Lilmoth, and Sepphoris, king of Ghilain, were in attendance, but her aunt Petema, the Wolf Queen of Solitude, had been banished from the court. Once back in her kingdom, Queen Petema began assembling the rebellion, which was to be known as the War of the Red Diamond. All the allies she had made over the years of disgruntled kings and nobles joined forces with her against the new empress. The first early strikes against the empire were entirely successful. Throughout Skyrim and northern High Rock, the imperial army found themselves under attack. Potema and her forces washed over Tamriel like a plague, inciting riots and insurrections everywhere they touched. In the autumn of the year, the loyal Duke of Glenpoint on the coast of High Rock sent an urgent request for reinforcements from the Imperial army, and Kintyra, to inspire the resistance to the Wolf Queen, led the army herself. Third Era 121. "We don't know where they are," said the Duke, deeply embarrassed. "I sent scouts all over the countryside. I can only assume that they've retreated up north upon hearing of your army's arrival." "I hate to say it, but I was hoping for a battle," said Kintyra. "I'd like to put my aunt's head on a spike and parade it around the Empire. Her son Uriel and his army are right on the border to the Imperial province, mocking me. How are they able to be so successful? Are they just that good in battle? Or do my subjects truly hate me?" She was tired after many months of struggling through the mud of autumn and winter. Crossing the Dragontail Mountains, her army nearly marched into an ambush. A blizzard snap in the normally temperate barony of Dwynnon was so unexpected and severe that it must certainly have been cast by one of Potema's wizard allies. Everywhere she turned she felt her aunt's touch, and now her chance of facing the Wolf Queen at last had been thwarted. It was almost too much to bear. "It is fear, pure and simple," said the Duke. "That is her greatest weapon." "I need to ask," said Kintyra, hoping that by sheer will she could keep her voice from revealing any of the fear the Duke spoke of. "You've seen the army. Is it true that she has summoned a force of undead warriors to do her bidding?" "No, as a matter of fact it's not true, but she certainly fosters that rumour. Her army attacks at night, partly for strategic reasons, and partly to advance fears like that." "She has, so far as I know, no supernatural aid other than the standard battle mages and night blades of any modern army." "Always at night," said Kintyra thoughtfully. "I suppose that's to disguise their numbers." "And to move her troops into position before we're aware of them," added the Duke. "She's a master of the sneak attack. When you hear a march to the east, you can be certain she's already on top of you from the south. But listen, we'll discuss this all tomorrow morning. I've prepared the castle's best rooms for you and your men." Kintyra sat in her tower suite, and by the light of the moon and a single tallow candle she penned a letter to her husband-to-be, Lord Modulus, back in the Imperial City. She hoped to be married to him in the summer at the Blue Palace her grandmother Quintilla had loved so much, but the war may not permit it. As she wrote, she gazed out of the window at the courtyard below and the haunted leafless trees of winter. Two of her guards stood on the battlements, several feet away from one another. Just like Modulus and Kintyra, she thought, and proceeded to expound on the metaphor in her letter. A knock on the door interrupted her poetry. "A letter, your Majesty, from Lord Modulus," said the young courier, handing the note to her. It was short, and she read it quickly before the courier had a chance to retire. "I'm confused by something. When did he write this?" "1 week ago," said the courier. "He said it was urgent, that I make it here as quickly as possible while he mobilized the army. I imagine they've left the city already." Kintyra dismissed the courier. Modulus said that he had received a letter from her urgently calling for reinforcements to the Battle of Glenpoint. But there was no battle at Glenpoint, and she had only just arrived today. Then who wrote the letter in her handwriting? And why would they want Modulus to bring a second army out of the Imperial City into High Rock? Feeling a chill from the night air at the window, Kintyra went to shut the latch. The two guards on the battlements were gone. She leaned over at the sound of a muffled struggle behind one of the barren trees and did not hear the door open. When she turned, she saw Queen Potema and Mentin, Duke of Glenpoint, in the room with a host of guards. "You move quietly, Aunt," she said, after a moment's pause. She turned to the Duke. "What turned you against your loyalty to the Empire? Fear?" "And gold," said the Duke simply. "What happened to my army?" asked Kintyra, trying to look Potema steadily in the face. "Is the battle over so soon?" "All your men are dead," smiled Potema. "But there was no battle here, merely quiet and efficient assassination. There will be battles ahead, against Modulus in the Dragontail Mountains and against the remnants of the Imperial army in the city. I'll send you regular updates on the progress of the war." "So," I am to be kept here as your hostage? Asked Kintyre flatly, suddenly aware of the solidity of the stones and the great height of her tower room. Damn you, look at me. I am your empress. Think of it this way. I am taking you from being a fifth-rate ruler to a first-rate martyr, said Potema with a wink. But I understand if you don't want to thank me for that.
Okay, so I think we are pretty much almost here. And no little Poxycaurus is going to stop us. Coming across an abandoned shack there, quite a key to open, I don't know what that's all about. And it's a pretty harsh climate over here. Pretty harsh indeed. Highgate Ruins. This is the place. This is the place I heard about. No idea what's inside. What awaits me? What plunder, treasure there is to loot. But, yes. Elwynn overhearing that this might be a place worth visiting. Is there a boat over there? So before the people that come here that were talking about it, Elwynn thought he'd get in there first. Imagine the horror on their face when they rock up and the place has just been picked dry. So let's delve into Highgate Ruins. And I have to say, this place looks like it might be a big one. Right. I'm already hearing a commotion. It's never a good sign, is it? And the usual policy applies. Only the most lucrative of items are to be collected. Our bags are getting fuller and fuller by the day. With 2 large places left to explore, there's going to be tons of stuff, so we're going to have to be really selective. I mean, Berliner does have some space. We could offload some stuff to Berliner, but we are 235 out of 310 already. So, yeah. Who's this? She's not going to be friendly, is she? I always do it, but you just give people the benefit of the doubt first, before you go attacking them. Hello?
Aye.
So she is friendly. It's a good job I didn't go in guns blazing, isn't it? Who are you?
I'm Anska. Are you here to help?
Help? Help with what?
I've finally located Voken's crypt. The scroll I'm looking for just has to be here. Maybe you could help find it. I just know it's in here.
Who the hell's Voken?
Some old priest buried here long ago. I've been searching for his tomb for a few years now.
Ah, I have a feeling that there might be one of those mask things here. And what's this scroll you're talking about?
It's probably meaningless to you, but according to family legend, it links our bloodline back to Iskramor himself.
Yeah, I have no interest in that bloodline, but I suppose I could help. What kind of help do you need?
If Vokun is as powerful as I think, I may need a little help dealing with him.
And what's in it for me? Well, the mask, I suppose.
You can have anything, except the scroll, of course.
Okay.
Great. With the 2 of us, this should be easy.
2 of us? We have an extra friend here. A scroll for Anska. Help her retrieve her scroll. So if she gets the scroll, I get everything else, including the probable priest mask that I will get from looting and plundering his dead corpse. His re-dead corpse. Okay. So with 2 people by my side, this should be a doddle. But somehow I think that the level of this place will be up to catering to that little fact. But we'll soon find out. So, littered. The place is littered with dead bodies already before I even step foot inside. Have you done all this, Ansgar? What weapon do you have? I don't see a weapon. Are you a magic user? Oh.
What was that?
She is a magic user. Woo! This is gonna be fun. There's almost a joke in it. 3 mages were in a ruin. Wow, look at this chamber already. This is like the first main room, and it's already a large chamber. And I haven't even bloody started. It's going to be immense, this place. I can just feel it in my bones. Oh. Hello? Oh. You guys deal with them. I'm going to loot the place. Let's just call it efficiency. No point in us all wasting time blowing things up. I'll do the looting, you guys do the killing. Sounds like a good plan to me. If you get into trouble, just call out. I'll come down and assist, you know. Other than that, it's game on. La la la. Oh, look, a coin purse. And of course, please yell out if they start to come into my direction. I wouldn't want to be snuck up on, you know. Got screams and shouts of a few bits. Do you need my help, really? Uh-oh. There we go, I've got one. I've got one for you. Deal with him. Where's this Ansgar woman gone? Is she dead? If so, then she's not as useful as she made out. I don't have to do everything myself around here. I mean, seriously. Deal with him, will you? There we go. Maybe they're just waiting for me. Waiting for the signal. What are you waiting for? The signal! A quote from Batman, the very first Batman. Commissioner Gordon. You remember it, if you've seen the film. Right, come on guys. I think this place has been looted. This ground floor level will move up. And continue. The greatest soul gem. Some filters and poisons. Some more filters. Potion of plentiful healing, a sword, rubbishy sword. Where's the exit here? Okay, it's looking promising so far. Okay, so we've got a door there. Leads to somewhere new, maybe? Another chest here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The other side. Yeah. Oh, skeleton. Oh! A hypothetical treachery. We already have this book, but I'll take it. It's fetches a nice price, and hey, if not, we can stick it in our library for students to read and learn from. Come on. And we're off to pastures new. There's a trap here somewhere, I can sense it. There's some hole in the wall, that's not a good sign, is it? Watch your step, folks. Watch your little step. Don't want any accidents. Ah, hello, Scouty. Wow, 2 of them. Holy moly, let's get the bloody good stuff on, shall we? Starting with Circular Protection. Too powerful. Well, that's a first. Fluffy? Oh, I've been hit. I've been hit. I need some grand healing here. I need some grand healing. Yeah, why don't you just block my path so I can't move?